based on what they have mentioned in that earnings call, that Black Flag might actually have a release date confirmed. As you know, even Ubisoft hasn't really confirmed that Black Flag Remake is coming. I think they are planning to shadow drop the whole game, much like how Bethesda did with the Elder Scrolls Oblivion game, which I think is the right call for something like Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It has a lot of nostalgia factor behind the game. A lot of people are willing to play a remake of that game at this point. And if you shadow drop it, you don't need more marketing. People will jump in and buy it right away. And I think that is what they might be planning to do. That's why they haven't confirmed anything. Either that or it's in development hell. We don't know. It could be one of the two. But according to what these guys have talked about on top about the earnings call, the release date might be confirmed. Let's check out what they say, and then we'll circle back.
There's not like a hell of a lot to take away, but you had the spread. The financial update that they put out had a spread of the games that are, either coming out or whatever, like the outlook. And there was one at the end, one little one at the end of everything. So like you had like Rainbow Six Mobile and Division Resurgence and all the things that are coming. And then right at the end, it said unannounced game, unannounced project, whatever. Set to launch before the end of the fiscal year. And that is, as we've been discussing, Tom's obviously had his exclusives over the last year and a half. That Black Flag Remake is coming. Ubisoft I believe they haven't officially addressed it at all. There was a bit of a sticky spot with, is it Matt Ryan? I think his name's Matt Ryan, the voice actor of Edward Kenway, where he let something slip at a con and didn't realize it was being recorded. And he got in a bit of trouble. And he basically spilled the beans. And that was the closest thing that we had to a confirmation. So, it looks like.
Yeah. The slide, I have actually seen the slide. This is the one that they were talking about. Say stable net bookings year on year, approximately break even non-IFRS operating income, negative free cash flow. Following the closing of the Tencent transaction, the group expects to maintain a consolidated net debt position of around 0. H2 lineup got Anno, which came out, Assassin's Creed Mirage Valley of Memory, which has already come out. This is coming out in December. Rainbow Six Mobile confirmed. The Division confirmed. Prince of Persia confirmed. This is the only thing. There's one thing that's unannounced and hasn't been confirmed. And we obviously, looking at the slide, it looks like Black Flag. It's pretty safe to say that it could be Black Flag, so that's why the lads at Insider Gaming are making that speculation, which is reasonable.
Like it's going to be, from what we've learned, it's coming before the end of, before March 31st, 2026, and the week of the 23rd onwards is the period that we have for the launch of the Black Flag Remake. So not long. What are we looking at now? 4 months from now? 4 months from now. So obviously not long. Give it a month or so. Maybe they'll put something out for the. I can't remember the last time they did Ubisoft. What does it call them? Is it Ubisoft Connects or something?
Ubisoft Forwards.
Forwards. That's it. I can't remember the last time they did a Ubisoft Forward, but maybe there's something like that on the horizon. But that's it. Black Flag Remake, and from what we know about the remake as well, it's ambitious. It's not just a. It's not just like tidy up of the graphics or the visuals. It's like an overhaul to the point where they've reportedly pulled in the RPG mechanics from the newer games. So they've made it a bit more aligned with what you're used to from things like Valhalla and Shadows and Origins and Odyssey. But the guts of it are believably still the same. You still got the naval combat, Edward Kenway's fleet. The core story is the same. Things like collectibles,
it's a remake.
The open world. It'll just hopefully look better, play better, and feel like a whole new game. But I'm very excited because I think a lot of people feel that Black Flag was like the last really, really good Assassin's Creed game. And that came out in 2013. So
that's the thing. I never played Black Flag because Assassin's Creed 3 left such a bad taste in my mouth. I kind of swore off the franchise, and I haven't played a single one since 3.
Oh, okay.
That's a grudge.
Extreme measures, Mike.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So maybe I get back into it with Black Flag because everybody, tells me like I need to play it just for the naval alone.
Oh man, it was transformative. It's so good.
Yeah,
it was so good, man.
It led to the first quadruple A game, man.
How many assets they pulled from Skull and Bones to go into Black Flag? Crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe you haven't played that game. I mean, yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 was not a great game, sure. Yeah, it was not a great game for sure, but skipping Black Flag because Assassin's Creed 3 was not that good is kind of crazy, Mike. But anyway, either way, yeah, it looks like they are planning to release Assassin's Creed Black Flag before the next fiscal year. In order to do that, that means they're going to have to make sure they release this before March 31st, which is when Ubisoft fiscal year ends. It's not confirmed, but at this point, it's pretty much safe to assume that will be the case, that it is the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake that we're talking about, and it might be what's coming before the end of next fiscal year. The week of March 23rd, literally just a week and a bit more before the end of fiscal year. They might actually end up releasing it in that time frame, or they might not. They might actually end up delaying it further. I do have a concern when it comes to this date, however. Let me pull up my calendar. I'm just on gamesradar.com. These are the games that are set to release as of right now. Today is 22nd of November 2025. As of right now, we've got a couple of, AA independent games titles releasing. But the most notably, we got Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly coming 12th of March. We got Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered coming on March 19th. Monster Hunter Stories 3. And the big one, Crimson Desert, is coming March 19th. And we got Saros, which is the sequel or prequel, the next game to Returnal. That's coming March 20th, literally a day after Crimson Desert drops. And we got 007 First Light dropping on March 27th. March is a pretty packed, especially towards the end of the month. If Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake is going to drop within the same time frame, it's going to be hectic. Absolutely hectic. If they are shadow dropping this game, I don't think it's a good idea to do it in the week leading up to the end of March, because we already have like 3 major titles, most anticipated titles dropping in that week, starting on March 19th. So I think if we shadow drop it during that time, the chances of a lot of people jumping in and trying it would be pretty slim. I mean, most people would eat it up. They will buy it either way and play. But the thing is, there's only so many games you can play at once. And all these games, not all these games, one of these games, Crimson Desert, is a massive open world action adventure game. So many hours needs to be sunk into that. Saros, it's not really an open world game, but it's more like an open sandboxy. It's more like Returnal. So you got that going on, which also I'm gonna assume gonna need a lot of hours put into that. And then you have 007 First Light, a very anticipated title, the first of its kind, dropping by IOI Interactive. It's not open world, but it's a narrative-driven third-person action adventure game. Either drop it after or before that, I think. I think that would be the way to go. If you drop it mid-March, I think that would be cool. That would avoid all these games that are releasing back-to-back at the end of March. So if you try to shadow drop it, maybe drop it first. That way people actually become aware of it more, and then have a chance to jump in and try it before everyone gets busy with these games. Not saying everyone's going to play these games. I'm saying everyone's going to be on about these games, so it'll be really hard to get natural coverage from everybody talking about Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake. But you never know. Oblivion also shadow dropped it out of nowhere. We had no clue that it was coming. Everyone kind of knows this is coming. This is, at this point, is the most famous, well-known secret in the gaming industry. Whereas Oblivion literally just shadow dropped it during an Xbox showcase. Just said, oh, you can just download it now and play. And it didn't leave a lot of people to speculate or think about it or whatever. They just jumped in and played and had a good time. And that's, I think, partly why the game also did so well, which I think is true for Assassin's Creed Black Flag as well, because it's also a remake, much in the same vein as an Oblivion remaster. If you leave for people, if you do a marketing campaign and leave for people to speculate and break everything apart, it might not sell as much as you hope. But if you shadow drop it, people will eat that shit up, because it's one of the most anticipated titles as of right now, even before they have announced it. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is one of the best Assassin's Creed games ever. So to be able to get a remake with updated graphics and everything, everyone's gonna want to try that right now, because Assassin's Creed games do look great. Assassin's Creed Shadows, not a great game, but graphically, that game is beautiful to look at. And imagine that level of graphical fidelity present in Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake. Everyone's gonna want to see that, and people will eat it right up. Yeah, I think shadow dropping is the best course of action in terms of dropping it. If they do, I think they should do it mid to early March, not towards the end of March. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll hear about it, but I think if they're planning to shadow drop it, we're not even gonna hear about it until they just drop it. We never really get confirmation on any of these things, but I guess we'll know when it drops. If it ends up dropping in March, we'll know we're right. So check back to this video in March 2026.